you'll notice with this page, this is the first time that I have anything that resembles a menu. Okay? And it's on purpose. By definition, if there is a second way to leave the page, it is not a squeeze page, it is a website. Okay? What do I mean by that? All right, there was a guy who paid for coaching a little while ago. He's the man. And he helps all of the celebrities with their voices before they go get on Hollywood movies, right? And which he's awesome. I mean, he's helped like Sylvester Stallone, Tony Robbins, like Jennifer Lawrence. It's awesome. And he paid for a funnel review from me, and so I did this deep dive funnel review. He's like, "How do you like our opt-in page?" And I was like, "Where is it?" He's like, "I just sent the link over to you." And I was looking at the thing, and I was like, "This isn't an opt-in page. This is a website." He's like, "What do you mean?" He had like, yeah, it was like, here's what I mean. The reason Sales Funnel Broker is it's technically an opt-in, but it's not. This is not a squeeze page. This is a website, and I built it to be that way. Why? Because while I'm asking for someone's opt-in here across the top and the bottom, all these different places, and there's all these different places, there is way more than one exit. If all I had was get ahead in your industry, which I'm going to change all of Sales Funnel Broker here in the future. There's a lot I want to go fix with this thing. Tons. Like an insane amount of stuff I want to fix with it. It works well, right? But like there's a lot of exits. So by definition, this is not a squeeze page. This is, or stevejlarson.com. Yeah, exactly. That's also just that's a website, right? There's a ton that I'm fixing with this. I can't wait to roll out the new thing. But look, you want to interview me, right? Do you want to find the talent directory, the next mastermind that's coming up? When is your biz ready for sales? If I didn't have these menus up at the top, it would be at that time a squeeze page. But there is more than one exit, so it is not a squeeze page. It is not a squeeze page experience or environment. And so you try and have the first above the fold of any website resemble a squeeze page, and you'll get opt-ins because of that, which is great. But it's still not a squeeze page, okay? Which means I should have separate things for each one of these. It should be a definitive squeeze. That's the reason I don't like a lot of them. So I got to go through and fix some of that stuff, okay? And keep that being fixed. Anyway, so let me go. Anyway, so that's why I introduced that on the actual thank you page, so that at the beginning there's no other way. They literally have to leave the page before they can move on. They can't move on. Okay, this is the time. They can't get distracted, anything else. So this top part right there that's why it's on the thank you page itself. And then a conversation about what to do next. And I usually start the conversation by saying thank you for the action they just took. Guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for opting in. Or thanks, I hope you enjoyed, if it was this thing, I hope you enjoyed that free segment, if you want more, here's how to do it. Or, hey, thanks for getting this free thing. The link to your free course or whatever is in your email address. The link to your free thing is down. Does that make sense? So like that's technically, anyway, yeah. So what's the next? The unadvertised bonus. I love this. Okay, I use UpViral a lot. Not a lot. I'm starting to use it more though. But it's been running for quite some time. I love UpViral. UpViral is nice because it incentivizes people to share your stuff and then get rewarded for it. So it tracks it. So they get their own specific link. When they opt in over here, it's fairly easy to set up. It's a little complicated, but they got some good support docs that show you how to do it with ClickFunnels. But when they opt in over here, it opts them in actually to this widget on the next page. And it starts the widget, and the widget says like, hey, click here to share to your personal Facebook profile. And so they click, and it shares it over their Facebook profile, and it tracks that, and it gives them points. And you say like, hey, when you get to 5 points, the thing that you're really wanting will be unlocked here, the unadvertised bonus or whatever. And I've got some great sharing, and I'll get like another 10% of referral-based traffic. How much better is it to hear about it from somebody that you know? I mean, how many times do you go to a restaurant simply because someone suggested it, even though you have no idea what it is, or a movie, all right, just because they're your friends? It's the same thing, same premise. So the traffic, while it's not like it adds droves of traffic currently, but the traffic that does come from it is like awesome. So Huge fan of that. This is another tool that I use a lot on these kinds of things. One of them is called SpeakPipe. I love SpeakPipe. Here's an example of SpeakPipe. So SpeakPipe will go and so Sales Funnel Radio, which I'm changing this drastically. Oh my gosh, there's so much to change with this. It works, but man, it's got to be changed. So SpeakPipe, right, like this one, I put it on the actual first page. On Secret MLM Hacks Radio, though, I put it on the second page. I kind of lock it. They can come in and they can start recording. What's up, Steven? How's it going? I got a question for your podcast about X, Y, and Z. And when I click stop, right, it puts their name and their email in, and it sends me the audio recording so I can do stuff, which is pretty awesome. So it's a cool engagement tool. It's extremely cheap. But the reason it works so well is because it gets the individual invested into the process. They are now vested in it. They have put their voice out there to me, and it keeps them stronger listeners. It keeps it, and I go through and I actually start writing through all the different pieces here. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's totally awesome. So, with Secret MLM Hacks Radio, let me mute the tab. So this one, right? So this is a lead magnet funnel, and I'm pitching and I'm selling them a cool. Excuse me. It's terrible. I got like fluid in my lungs right now. It's like pressure and it sucks. All right, so this is not actually like a lead magnet, right? Because look at all these different places that they can exit from. But I'm using it kind of like that, and it works really well though. So if I go through and I just opt in here, you're gonna see a few different things. So let's opt in at steve@salesfunnelbroker.com. Let's 1, 2, 3. They're doing, yeah. Let's push forward. Okay. So this is right. This is up viral, and I can share now, and I'll get all these points. And when I start sharing, then I get the download link for the other thing that they're wanting right here on the side. You like the fake view count on the video? Dude, that works really well. It's literally just a video that I got from videohive.net, and I just play it over the top of the video. And when the video ends, I reverse played it, so it looks like, but with a black screen, so it looks like people are leaving really fast from a feed. It's really cool. Anyway, so this is a little video I put on here that walks people through how to get the free unadvertised thing. And if they share and share and share, which is kind of awesome, that comes on in. Here is SpeakPipe again. Who was it? That Strange Dad 1. It doesn't tell me your names, which is weird, but oh, I know why. Anyway, so it's called SpeakPipe right there. SpeakPipe's awesome. And then what I'll do is I'll take that video or that audio file and I'll embed that inside of my episodes. You know what happens when someone hears their own voice on some guy's radio show, right? We're passing 90,000 downloads probably today on Sales Funnel Radio, which is nuts, right? What? My voice is on it? It creates these lifelong listeners, and it keeps people engaged, and they're listening to see if I answer next, things like that. So anyway, so what I did though, I liked this podcast one more because I hid this. It's still a lead magnet thing, and in my email right now, I'm getting a whole series and whole sequence for the next 5 days of the free course that I was pitching on the first page here. So, anyway, yeah. So that's SpeakPipe. I really like this as well. You don't have to do this with paid stuff only. I actually do this with. Let's see. Sorry, you guys are commenting like crazy, which I love. This is awesome. Let me go back through them here real quick, and I'll show you the other thing I'm talking about. Edward said, Steve, can we use squeeze page variations for a webinar? Oh, weird. Went that. Louis said, turmeric shot for my cough, bro. I actually have turmeric. I should go take some of it. 2 lemons, some of ginger. That's awesome. Let me screenshot that. Yeah. Thanks, Louis. That's nice of you, man. All right. Alrighty. No, or Steve J. Larson. Yeah, absolutely. Let me walk you guys through that real quick so you guys see what that is too. Because that's kind of like it's kind of a lead magnet the way I'm using it. A lot of times what I'll do is on each one of these, here, let me show you guys. So for these value ladders, wasn't planning on showing this, but I think it'll be helpful. So for each one of these value ladders, right, one value ladder is one business. And really you should only focus on one funnel at a time. Okay, just one funnel at a time. But what I'll do though is, while each one of these is its own individual funnel, right? So maybe here's a tripwire funnel or an opt-in funnel or something like that, right? And there's a downsell and there's upsells and all this stuff. And right here is your webinar funnel. So there's webinar, there's a registration confirmation page, the actual thing, and an order thing. Then maybe right here you have a high ticket application funnel, right? There's the first page, the application, and the actual thank you itself, right? But for each value ladder, I also will typically go over to the side here, and what I'll do, the reason why some of these are kind of opt-in forms, they're kind of squeeze pages, is because I will still also make over on the side here a website with links to each one of these things, right? Up in the menu. Does that make sense? And I'll put like so it's a home page. It's a home page that has links to everything else, because some people they're not enticed by the thing down here, right? They're not enticed by this. Maybe they want to go straight to your coaching. Maybe they want to go straight to your high ticket thing. It doesn't matter where somebody goes through and they start saying, for example, there's a lot of people who join the Russell's Inner Circle who've never even gotten his freaking book, which is hilarious to me. And they do it though because they're like, look, I'm super busy. I have the money. I just need help. Just give me the nuts and bolts. What is it that I need to do next, right? And so other people are like, yeah, look, that's why you can repackage information like crazy, is because some people are like, look, I want to be able to go through and I want to get this free thing at the front. Or other people are like, I want the things a little more high ticket. Okay, give me crazy. The other people at the top like, give me crazy high active engagement and involvement with you personally as the guru, and I would really want to know. So what I do though is I'll still come over to the side knowing that, and I'll still create like a website inside of ClickFunnels where there are still links coming out, but I'm still collecting opt-ins. Why would I not? They're just links out to all these other places as well. So it's like a home base. It's a home page, right? It's an HQ for all my links to all my value ladder funnels to all live in the exact same spot. And that's the reason why I just want to clarify that, because I like some of these things that I'm showing you guys, they're actually not squeeze pages, but I'm using it kind of like that. But that's the reason why, is because it's the lead-ins for all these other things. So those other value ladder steps will still have their own publicized front-end URL. There's just also living on these other places as well. So, anyway, hope that made sense with that though. But excuse me. All right, Edward said, what's your take on the Expert Secrets 2-step page having links to other pages? Members login, affiliate. No, that's a great question, man. So you're saying down at the bottom, like the footer links. The reason that we do that is because it takes a load off of support. So it's still a front end squeeze page. But like if you're what happens a lot of times is, like, let's say we sold in the OTOs access to a members area, right? What'll end up happening is people will, it is guaranteed people will lose the members login link, and then they'll write into support, and then there's time spent on a very simple thing that could be fixed very simply. So what I do all the time is I still go like right here, like we can check out, like here's the webinar I'm running right now, right? And it's killing it. It's doing great. But I know that there's people who have been, who've lost their login, who've gone through, and then they're starting to ask things like, Steven, where's my login? Steven, where's this? Where's that? This is my webinar registration page here. So what we do is we'll link things out, like, hey, look, you want to be an affiliate? That's a really easy question that could be solved merely by putting it in the footer. It's not necessarily another exit though. I mean, look how small I put it at the bottom too. Or members login. So if they literally lost their login, it's all down there at the bottom. So it's actually a play. Does it sacrifice, and is it really another exit out? Kind of, I guess. Not really though. We have these open up on new tabs, so it doesn't really make them leave. But I see what you're saying though, but it's a play to help preserve our actual support team, and then my personal one as well. So, which is awesome. But you see though, for that exact reason, I don't put anything up in the top. I'm not putting anything up in the top, up in the header up there. There's no menus, there's no side distractions or anything like that. And excuse me. Gosh. Anyway, Luis said, wasn't there some kind of voice app built into ClickFunnels recently? Voice app. Not that I know of. Maybe be a little more specific with it. Nothing's ringing a bell. A voice app. There's an app that they're working on for like podcasts, so you can pull your feed straight into a ClickFunnels page, which would be awesome. And I'll have like a podcast player, kind of like, you know, Pat Flynn does. I don't think that's done, but like it's an idea and they're working on it.